Hi guys, and welcome back to the channel. So yeah, in this video I'm going to be talking about my top 10 favourite movies from the year 1976. So yeah, just another really good year, really solid year for horror, really solid year for westerns as well. I just really enjoyed this year as well. Not one of my favourites, but yeah, it was pretty good. But yeah, that being said, these are my top 10 favourite movies from the year. Not the right list, just my list, just my personal choices. Yours are going to be different, and that's absolutely fine. These are all in accordance again with the dates from IMDb. And of course, down below in the description, I'm going to leave a list of my honourable mentions that didn't quite make it. But yeah, hope you enjoy this list, and I'm going to kick it off now with number 10. So coming in at number 10, guys, we've got John Wayne's final film, I believe, and that is The Shootist at number 10. Really cool, underrated western in my opinion. Really enjoyed John Wayne in this film. Without getting into plot details in the movie, it I think it kind of sort of reflected that he was what was happening to. He was an actor in his twilight years, and again, this movie kind of focuses on him in this western as someone in their twilight years as well. But it's a great movie, and I just really enjoy it. You've got a young Ron Howard in there as well, who would go on to be, you know, from Happy Days fame, and then go on to become a critical acclaimed director in his own right. And yeah, this is just a really good underrated western, which I highly recommend, guys. So yeah, that is my number 10 choice, John Wayne in The Shootist. So coming in at number 9, guys, we've got Dustin Hoffman in the first of two movies I've picked. So yeah, coming in at ninth place, we've got Dustin Hoffman, Laurence Olivier, and Roy Scheider in Marathon Man. Yeah, this is a really another cool movie. So you got Dustin Hoffman, who gets caught in this trap of murder and killing, and he ends up sort of being tortured by this Nazi fugitive played by Laurence Olivier, who is absolutely terrifying in this movie. He just plays this dentist who inflicts these absolutely horrific spouts of torture, and it just really creates for some really uncomfortable atmosphere. Both Scheider and Dustin Hoffman as well are great in the movie, but Laurence Olivier steals the show for me as this Nazi fugitive. He's just absolutely terrifying. But yeah, it's a great movie, and it's one I really recommend. So coming in at number 9, we've got Marathon Man. So coming in at number 8, guys, we've got another Dustin Hoffman movie alongside Robert Redford, and that is All the President's Men. A really great political thriller. This movie, I really enjoyed this one. I'm not the biggest Redford fan, but yeah, this was one of my favourite movies with him in, and Dustin Hoffman alongside him was absolutely great as well. Yeah, really love some sequences in this movie, particularly all the stuff with the whistleblower. I think is just shot wonderfully. How he's kept in shadow, I just think it's absolutely great. He helps these two reporters try and uncover what's going on, and it was great to see that scene in this movie as well, because I'd seen it being mocked in The Simpsons as well. But yeah, it's just a really tense, suspenseful political thriller that I really enjoy. So yeah, that is my number 8 pick, All the President's Men. So coming in at number 7, we've got another Western film, and this one stars Clint Eastwood, of course, and it is The Outlaw, Josie Wales. This is one of the more grittier Westerns, I think, that Eastwood did. It's really brutal and really violent, this one, as well, as he's trying to avenge the death of his family, and he's just trailed by these killers. It's just absolutely brutal, but yeah, it's just a brilliant Western of his, slap bang in the middle of the 70s, that I just really enjoy. It was kind of similar to John Wayne. I think the Western was just Eastwood's bread and butter. He really sort of is cemented with the genre, in my opinion, even though I think he broke away from it a bit more than Wayne did. But yeah, this one is just absolutely fantastic. It's just another great entry to the Western catalogue that Eastwood was part of, and yeah, it's just a brilliant movie. So yeah, coming up next, we've got The Outlaw, Josie Wales. So coming in at number 6, guys, we've got a movie with an absolutely stellar cast, which I absolutely love. I believe this was directed by Sidney Lumet as well, who directed one of my favourite movies, 12 Angry Men. We've got Network. Yeah, just a fantastic movie. Superb cast, like I said. The I'm mad as hell and I'm not going to take this anymore sequence in this movie is just absolutely iconic. It's my favourite part of the film. It's got some of the best acting you've ever seen as well. It's just absolutely fantastic. Peter Finch as well was just so worthy of his Oscar win as well. Just absolutely brilliant. You've got Robert Duvall, Faye Dunaway in there as well, and Ned Beatty as well. I think as the sort of the movie's villain. But yeah, it's just a brilliant, well acted movie, and yeah, it's absolutely fantastic. Network, just sort of one of these conspiracy type of movies, trying to bring truth to people, and it's just absolutely brilliant. Really well executed film. So yeah, that is Network. So coming up next at number 5, we have Richard Donner's The Omen, starring Gregory Peck. Absolutely brilliant horror film, in my opinion. Sort of follows this couple who end up raising this child who actually turns out to be the spawn of Satan. But yeah, it absolutely has some creepy scenes. This movie, it's absolutely phenomenal. The babysitter sequence is absolutely terrifying. Just the scenes as well with David Warner as this photographer who takes these pictures and ends up, having these foreseeable visions in the photographs that are just really creepy, and they end up coming true as they lead to people's demise. It's just a brilliant, well acted, great atmosphere. Absolutely love this film. Yeah, it's just great, and always notice things as well on rewatch with this one. So yeah, that is my number 5 pick, The Omen. So coming in next at number 4, we have Brian De Palma's Carrie. Um, yeah, one of the few Stephen King adaptations where I've actually read the book. The book is very much of two halves, but I think it really does translate well in Brian De Palma's film that he made. It's really good. Stars Sissy Spacek as Carrie, who is pretty much tormented in every aspect of life, be it at school or be it at home, by a really obsessive, controlling religious mother, and be it at school where she just doesn't fit in at all, sadly, and is just constantly bullied by all the other girls. And it just leads to this build up where this horrible prank is played on her and absolute carnage ensues afterwards. I'm not going to say anything else about the movie. It's just really well done, really great adaptation of Stephen King's book. So yeah, that is my number 4 pick, Brian De Palma's Carrie. So coming up next at number 3 is what I consider to be the first John Carpenter film that I can actually sit down and comfortably rewatch, as I'm not really a big fan of Dark Star, but this is a follow-up to that movie, and that is Assault on Precinct 13. Really cool, gritty action movie from the 70s. Absolutely love this one. It is pretty much the cops versus bad guys. It is pretty much as well Night of the Living Dead without the zombies. It's just the good versus evil, trying to stay alive in this precinct, trying to survive against this gang outside. This movie as well has one of the most memorable and horrific sequences as well, involving the ice cream truck. If you've seen the movie, you know what I'm on about, but it's just, how did they put that to film and get away with it? They just couldn't do that nowadays. But yeah, it's just a fun, brilliant movie. Great way to kick off the Carpenter filmography, in my opinion, after Dark Star. But yeah, really fun, awesome movie. So yeah, that is my number 3 pick, John Carpenter's Assault on Precinct 13. So just missing out on the top spot, coming in second place at number 2, we have Martin Scorsese's Taxi Driver. A movie I didn't like the first time I saw it. I think I saw it when I was way too young and just didn't get what the movie was about. But as I've gotten older, I've seen the movie in a whole different light and just appreciate it in a whole different way. As this movie follows Travis Bickle, of course, who is this war veteran, and all he can see in life is pretty much all the depravity and everything wrong with humanity, and it just leads to him wanting to correct it in the way he sees fit. And it's just a great character study watching someone with PTSD go down this path, and it's just makes for a phenomenal watch. Robert De Niro in it is just absolutely fantastic and terrifying all at the same time. The way this movie ends as well will just stick with you forever. It's absolutely harrowing, and yeah, I just love the movie. I think it's great. So yeah, that is my number 2 pick, Taxi Driver. So taking the top spot and coming in at number 1 for me was the movie as well that won Best Picture at the Oscars for 1976, and it is of course Sylvester Stallone in Rocky. One of my favorite sports movies, one of my favorite underdog movies. This movie is just absolutely brilliant in its execution. I think it showed as well Stallone's talent as a writer, as well as an actor. I think this and John Rambo are the two synonymous roles I always associate with Stallone. Yeah, just that great underdog story, giving someone who's down on their luck a shot at the world title. And yeah, it's just a brilliant movie. It's all about, going the distance and doing your best, and you may not get the outcome that you want, but you've done it and you've given it your best shot, and that's mainly the heart and the message of the movie. It's absolutely brilliant, with his execution, like I said, and it spawned a brilliant, entertaining amount of sequels as well, which I love as much as this one. But yeah, this is the proper movie. This is the proper film out of the series, and yeah, it's so well done. It's so great. You actually care as well about the fight between Rocky and Apollo, and how their characters advanced as well after this movie. But yeah, stay into this one. It's just a brilliant film. Well written, well acted, well directed, and it's just overall a brilliant movie, and it's my number 1 pick from 76. So yeah, that is my number 1 pick, Rocky. So yeah, those are my top 10 favourite movies from the year 1976. I'm going to leave the video there, guys, and say thanks very much for watching. Hope you've enjoyed this. Stay safe, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye for now.